man. Come on, man. Some attitude problems around here. Shocking. Shocking. All right. Hello, hello. It is Lara Joe, SirenSong lover. Gonna come in and do some tarot. Hope you're having a beautiful night. Come in and do some tarot. Hope you're having a beautiful night. Do some tarot. Hope you're having a beautiful night. Do some tarot. I love the echo chamber that goes on and on and on. Which, yeah. Oh man. All right. How are you doing? Let me know. We're gonna do throat chakra clear. We did some root chakra earlier. We did some sacral chakra earlier. We got some throat chakra to do this evening. We also got the heart bowl over here, so we may end up doing some of that too. There it is. Apparently we've got some spiciness going on over here today. Command V. All right. Hello, hello. I am Lara Joe. Hope you're having a beautiful night. Let's see what the theme is for our session tonight. Ooh. So we have near and X. Okay. Topic. All right. Whatever that means to you, whatever that means for us, we are going to ask that anything for the highest good of our message for our collective, for our path, only come in to entertain with us tonight. I am Lara Joe, SirenSong lover. Let's see. I'm going to put on a little chapstick before we get going because my lips get real chapped. Have a little bit of Florida water. Hi, Queen. See you near X. I'll open up the clairaudient channel so we get the most precise and clear readings. So I can speak what needs to be heard. And then, like I say, throat chakra clearing we will do. So we'll take a big breath in, blow it out. Let us see. Move that guy over there. the Lovers. Whoever we are dealing with is a soulmate of some form. Could be a Gemini. That is what the Lovers has to deal with. So we have Prince of Discs. So this could be Earth sign or Gemini, or they could have placements somewhere in the chart. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, that could be you, that could be them. Put the roles wherever they fit. If it fits, it sits. Does not apply, let it fly. Okay, we have Aries out here as well. Star, Aquarius. Okay, so lots of air energy out here. And then so far we have, I guess, a Prince of Discs or Knight of Pentacles, which could be you building your finances. The star, you are sitting in the star embodiment of your own life. That's confirmed though by Aries, because Aries is the Emperor, and it's how are you being the boss, the ruler, the leader of your own life. Knight of Pentacles also is financial stability. It's slow, it's steady, it's methodical, building that empire. Okay. And Page of Wands. Okay. So double air, double fire. Could be dealing with someone who likes to be immature, passionate but immature, wasting your time, which is no fun. That could be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We are in Sagittarius season, and we are stepping into Mercury retrograde, which we just spoke on. I just spoke on someone with that this weekend. So we are in Mercury retrograde from yesterday until December 15th. Be careful out there. Make sure that you are checking all of the documentation, your travel plans. Make sure that you are double checking them so that you get to the right place. Miscommunication is rampant right now, especially in Sagittarius. So, okay, that was loud. Hold on. Okay. I don't know why that was so freaking loud. Okay. Alright, just kidding. Alright, we'll get into that. I won't. Oh, Queen of Wands came out also. Alright. Let me get back into the game. I had someone else that's having relationship stuff that we're talking about. Oh my gosh. You know what? Doing a read currently Okay. All right. Well, I was like, I'm talking to somebody on Facebook, and I was like, wait, I'm currently broadcasting to Facebook about fire signs. Get in here, girl. Okay. Let me actually take a few more cards before it, and let me stop being distracted, and then we'll get into what we're getting into. I'm trying to help everybody as much as I can, where I can, and this is when they know that they have a lot of fire stuff going on. So, shit, we got Aries, we got Princess of Wands, we got Queen of Wands out here right now, so get in where you fit in. Anywho, let me see what other cards we need out of here, I guess is what I'm going for. Okay. Lots of wands, lots of passion, lots of fire. Okay. That's actually strange. I'm actually curious if I need to look at them that way. I wonder. Yeah, because I don't have it over there anymore. Okay, doesn't matter. All right, just kidding. We're not gonna mess with that right now. I was just about to say, we'll see if she responds. And she did. Hold on. Just that. Yeah. And that. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to taste some stuff around and grab a few more cards. Or actually, I'll read just how we are. Okay. So we have Eight of Swords. We've been in that mental imprisonment. We've been holding ourselves captive. Go to... it should be... check that. Okay. I don't normally post on. Hold on. As I figure my stuff out, I'm not a technology person. Yep. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Eight of Swords. We've been kept in that mental turmoil, that imprisonment. We need to let ourselves go. It's time to let it go. Two of Wands. It's been affecting like our passions, that balance of our passions. We have very Aries energy, that Emperor. We are charging forward. Hi, Cottage Country. I'm good. We are charging forward. We are taking charge of our life. We are going from the like Page of Wands, which is kind of that like we don't know what we want. It's that kind of temperamental energy, to Queen of Wands. We need to sit in that embodiment of knowing what our passions are, knowing what we want. The Queen of Wands, when she's balanced, that's loving ourselves. Death. Scorpio energy, and what this really is going through those ego deaths, those transformations, saying, you know what, I can no longer sit in Eight of Swords energy, I can no longer be stuck in this mental imprisonment. It's affecting our money. Knight of Pentacles, we're moving slow, methodical. It's stable and it's steady, but it's slow. It's not like get rich quick. It's like slow and steady wins the race. The Star, we are rising into our embodiment of that star energy, finding our happiness. We're the main character, the main player. And then the Lovers, we bring in that happiness, but we have to love ourselves first. We have to stop letting people trick us into playing mind games and move into finding stability, happiness, justice on the bottom. I'm good, Cottage Country. How are you, my love? It's been eventful around here, as always. And I did this crazy bold thing of like I started to actually put my feelers out again to start dating. I don't know. I maybe... All right, well, are you doing okay? Are you doing your okay, you think? And I'm going to give you a mind trick. Ready? When you're feeling like those feelings aren't your own, you need to say, these are not my emotions. Like, keep saying it until you're like, okay, it's gone now. These are not my emotions. Your emotions do not rule and dictate you. So if you feel like you're like I had this earlier. I was like, I kept having like this cramping around my neck, and I was like, these are not my emotions. These are not my emotions. And just saying it until it came kind of up and off of you. If you get curious, though, you can breathe into whatever those emotions are, like literally send breath down into them and explore, what are those emotions trying to tell you? Where do you feel like you've maybe felt restricted or you've kept yourself small, and how do you get out of those chains? One of the mantras I gave earlier today was, these are not my chains to wear, and those are not my burdens to bear. Start letting go of other people's shit, their expectations of you, their feelings about how you should live your life and what you should be doing. If they wanted that for themselves, then they should have done it for themselves. Six of Cups, we're doing a review. Well, and that's why if you want to find like your forever or your happily ever after or happiness, you have to be very fucking curious about your emotions. Be like, okay, I don't know what these emotions are, but why am I feeling this way? And anger is sadness that had nowhere to go. Like when you get angry, it's because you were sad, like you were like upset, you felt cheated or jilted or whatever. And then it turned into anger because it's like, I never got to feel that sadness. I never got to feel that loss. I just shoved it down and kept going, but didn't actually express it. Yeah, so the word scramble today is near and X. So maybe it's this X nearby. Maybe it's needing to process through those emotions. So what we're going to do here is do a little sound bowl clearing. This is our throat chakra. This is being willing to say, I'm no longer going to hold these emotions back. I am now going to be able to express them clearly. So let's open up your throat chakra. So take a big breath in, blow it out. Imagine sending healing light to your throat chakra so you can start to understand and express what it is that you want and need. I had said to someone the other day, I'm like, well, you're living your best life. And they're like, well, I'm not living my best life. And I'm like, I can't help you if you don't open up and speak about it. Because closed mouths don't get fed. So in order to find your happiness, you have to be willing to open your mouth and tell people. Tell yourself first what you want, need, and desire. Six of Swords, we are going to be moving away safely. We're going to get out of this, okay? You feel the sound bowl, or you hear what I said about closed mouths don't get fed? Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords, we are mentally releasing ourselves from the imprisonments that are holding us back. In Six of Cups. Six of Cups is like reviewing, reminiscing, but not living there. So Six of Cups is like taking stock of what it's been in the past and what you want. Nine of Swords is like, I'm reaching that in enlightenment. I'm intellectually processing why I did this, why I feel this, what I want. And then Six of Swords is you will be moved up out of safety once you figure out the lesson. So let's do another little throat chakra clear. Opening your clairaudient channel so you can start hearing what you want to hear, speaking what you want to speak, okay? You are the creator of your own life. Start acting like you deserve and want and know what's best for you. Eight of Wands, we're going to get messages, communications in regards to this. Hey. Six of Discs. So there's a lot of six energy in here. So Six of Pentacles is balancing your financial, like balancing your financials. So again, taking stock of where you've been, what you want financially, where you're going. Five of Cups, you've been emotionally left out in the cold. That's nowhere fun to be. And it's emotional. It's like, I feel like all of my cups are gone. Hello, hello. Welcome to the party. Hope you're having a beautiful night. All right, let's see what else we got. So Eight of Swords, releasing ourselves from the mental imprisonment. And Page of Wands, understanding and realizing what you want, where you're going, how you're going to get there. Star on the bottom again. This is saying we are the star of our own lives. This is the main character energy. You want it, you got it. You just got to be willing to process it and ask for it. So just Darkness, how are you? I am Lara Jo, SirenSong lover. We do collective reads over here. Should you wish for personalized, you can always sew into the ministry, donate to the cause, because that kind of helps with energy reciprocity. Otherwise it's collectives over here. The Devil, we've been chained to addictions. I mean, the Devil is Capricorn energy, and if anybody knows anything about Capricorns, they are incredibly hardworking. General readings, yep. Unless you want more personalized, that's paid, because my ancestors are hungry. I am hungry. So more personalized is paid. The Devil. So we're chained to our addictions. We have to say, you know what? I won't sit with those people, places, things that are keeping me chained and bound to the past. And the Moon. This is having to deal with secrecies. The things that were done in the dark that you may not understand. You need to be examining that. Start shedding light on the things that you don't understand. If it's an addiction you don't understand, start asking, why am I doing this pattern? What am I running from? Or what do I have from my childhood that I need to be looking at? Because it's generally a pattern that you've been watching for a very long time. And you, my friend, need to be brave enough to stand up and change it. The Magician, we are utilizing. The Magician, I love this because it's known as either the Master Manifestor or the Great Alchemizer. The Magician takes all of the elements within themselves and creates the life that they want for themselves. The Fool, being willing to go out on your own and try something new, even if it doesn't make sense to anyone else. I love to think about, like, the Fool is that if it didn't work for my parents or everybody that came before me, why would I continue the pattern? And I need to be willing to do something different. Okay. So once you move out onto your own, Queen of Cups is sitting in that beautiful embodiment of emotional satisfaction. The Queen of Cups fills her cup first and then takes care of everyone else, because she realizes she cannot fill anyone else's emotional cup unless she's taken care of. So even that is doing simple little things. And I don't care if you're male or female. Queen of Cups is a masculine or a feminine energy. It's saying, how am I nurturing myself? How am I loving myself? Am I breathing, resting, drinking water, meditating? How do I fill my cup first? Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles is we're building our finances slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. And Queen of Wands, we're sitting in that passionate, beautiful energy. We must first, though, be willing to release any secrets that leave us with questions. Release any patterns, any addictions, so that we can have a beautiful, abundant life. Okay? The Hierophant on the bottom. So the Hierophant on the bottom is you're tapping into your higher knowledge. You're tapping in, that's Taurus energy. It's very grounded, very stable. So once you tap into that knowledge, it's like your footing will be more steady and sure. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we need. The Wheel of Fortune is on the bottom, so the wheel is turning in our favor. Let us see what else we need. Apparently we need some sound bowl, and actually I'm going to do this sound bowl. This is the sacral sound bowl. That's cleaning out the patterning of our childhood wounding, having to do with sexuality, relationships, and everything as such. So the tower must come in and kind of clean the slate. Think of it when a storm comes, you can't save everything from that storm. So what you have to do is the tower comes, it knocks the foundation loose. And then once that passes, then you can look up and see what can I salvage, what needs to be left behind, and what else do I need to do to move forward. 8 of Pentacles, you've been doing the hard financial work. You've been sowing those seeds. It's time to let those rest for a little bit so that you can do other things with your time. So anything you've been planting, you don't need to keep going back to fix it. It's time to let it rest. It's like that whole principle of it being a grower, not a shower. Like when we plant seeds, before they ever hit the surface, like we have to plant them and we have to let them sit and water them and nurture them and have faith that those seeds are going to grow. 7 of Pentacles. So 7 of Pentacles, this is 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups, this is you have many options of how to fill your cup. That being said, though, 7 is about choices and options. So 7 of Cups, you need to make sure that everything you have in your cup is what you want in your cup. So be discerning, be careful about who you're around, who you spend time with, who you allow in your energy. Salt and sugar look the same. So if you use salt in a recipe and yet it called for sugar, you're not going to have the same effects. So the same with people around you. If they're salty and your recipe called for sugar, you're going to have very drastic and different responses and needs filled. So make sure, 7 of Cups, you are choosing the correct things that you need for your happiness, fulfillment, joy, and abundance. Yeah. Hi, Uncle Jimmy's basement. I don't even know how to take that. Hello. Yes, it's, yeah. True. So I didn't appreciate sweet tea until I moved to the South at all. And now I'm like, I love sweet tea. That's actually my favorite, especially since I gave up drinking. I'm like, I would rather take sweet tea over alcohol any day. Like I've since I moved here, and ironically I've started dating again, but I'm like, my perfect date would be like sitting on the porch when the weather's good, drinking sweet tea. I could see that. my perfect date, like I say, drinking on the front porch, drinking sweet tea, dancing barefoot in the yard. So, well, very cool. How is Texas right now? Ace of Swords. We are using logic and discernment to cut away anything that is not for us. It's literally, bro, I don't have time to stop right now. Queen of Swords is, I know, it's gotten really chilly here too. I found the cure, yes. We'll talk about it. Sorry. If you Discord me while I'm doing readings, I'm not likely to answer, so don't. Yeah. Queen of Swords, you're using logic and discernment. You're cutting out anything that is not for you. Yeah. Like, once, and Uncle Jimmy's Basement, if you're still in, you will never make the mistake of accidentally putting salt in sweet tea again. Once you do it, you're like, okay. So the same goes in love. Once we put the wrong thing in our recipe or in our ingredient, in our cup, we will not make that mistake again. So lessons are blessings in disguise, because it's what we will never tolerate ever again. Like, once you get burned. I didn't get your DM, Uncle Jimmy's Basement, unless you have my Discord. And I'm not going to answer it while I'm on live. Page of Wands. We need to let go of those patterns of what we used to put up with. And Page of Cups. That's emotional wishy-washy. Yes, that's that emotional wishy-washy, like we feel like our emotions aren't important. Let's not keep doing that. 3 of Cups, there's been interference. People playing mind games, too many cooks in the kitchen. I don't know why. It's like, okay, well, thank you, Uncle Jimmy's Basement, for giving us the direction for food and drinks. That's actually probably perfect. 3 of Cups is too many people touching the sauce, and it isn't ever right. So, in relationships, it's you and that person, and hopefully no one else. So, let us see. What other energies? 3 of Swords, betrayals, heartbreaks by third parties. Right? No more. Hanged Man, changing our perspective. Yeah, once we do that, we'll never do it again. I always tell people I'll do anything at least twice, unless it's really bad for me, and then I won't ever touch it again. Judgment has been called. Judgment's been called. We are no longer doing those things that leave us feeling left out in the cold and or crappy. I'm going to do a quick throat chakra clear so that we can, open our ears and open our throat so we can speak out to the universe and the people around us what we need, want, love, and desire. So with the throat chakra clear, we're going to imagine like we're sending light to our throat chakra, and we are figuring out what to say concisely so we get exactly what we want. I can do another ring around the rosy with the bowl in just a moment. Let's see what the next thing is. Judgment. Again. All right. So, if you're ready, we'll close our eyes. We'll do another ring through. You can hold your hand open, almost like you're receiving that energy flowing to your hand. Judgment is Libra energy. It's having to do with communication, messages, intellect. How are we using our tongue for good in speaking the truth and or what we need, want, and desire? All right. I think we're done with the tarot for a moment. We ended with, oh no, it was justice and just, god damn, that's like double Libra energy. So 3 of Swords, heartbreak, betrayals, cannot do anymore. Justice is being called. It's like, you know what, this has been too much. And once you call it internal, it starts happening external in your life. Hanged Man, changing the perspective to get exactly what you want, need, and desire. And Judgment, that's some more. Okay, love that for us. I'm going to pull into a different deck. All right, we'll do the True Emotional Oracle decks. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to ring the root chakra. The root chakra is like when we have blockages there, we carry all of that trauma, that pain, childhood stuff that's carried in our root. That's like our foundation. Yes, what we can... chakra, we're going to the root of the problem. How do you need to let go of outdated patterns of who you need to be and show up in the world? All right. Now I'm going to do a little... They are coming. They are coming. Do you know something, Uriel, more than I know? Do I need to be expecting knocks real soon? They are coming. I did some very fucking powerful work last night. And I put a lot of little I's and dots and T's, like crossing the T's on a lot of shit last night. It was a really powerful business. The mantra that I came up also there too, it's scary yet necessary. So whatever change you're needing to make in your life, it is so fucking scary, yet it's necessary. The other part of it is, those are not my chains, and those are not my chains to wear, and those are not my burdens to bear. Yeah. I gather that's probably also why, if you can tell, James, I'm feeling very clear tonight. I'm feeling very different, like the atmosphere changed, but that's because I did a lot of work last night, and we can talk about it when we get off, my love. So too late for the sweet talk. We are already on our way to a new engagement. So whoever is playing mind games, it's too late for them to try and weasel their way back in. You are already committed and betrothed. Even if it's to yourself, make a commitment to yourself to embrace your love and happiness for yourself. This is a karmic lesson on not using bad things to cope. Whoever you've been dealing with is a jackass. And then they're on their way to the police station. Okay. I wasn't mean that you couldn't message me. I don't know. It's hard to be back and forth with all of it. There's shocking news coming. Maybe that dark energy is saying, uh-oh, because they know that they're caught. Hopefully. And someone misses you, and they cannot. That's not their place anymore. It's too late for all of that. Ooh, someone is fucked up over you. They left you hanging though. No closure, no contact, left on red. They're fucked up over you. And you, my friend, are free. You're moving on. You're letting go. You're saying, you know what? No more. I can no longer be left hanging. I can no longer do this in, out, what are we, none of that bullshit any longer. So, beautiful. Okay, you are going to be receiving love messages. You are so incredibly loved, more than you could ever know. Don't let that go over your head. Even on the days you feel horrible and that no one loves you, you're so fucking loved. Ashamed, guilt, embarrassed, and in the wrong. Whoever did you dirty, they feel very, very freaking ashamed. And heartbroken. Okay. That's okay. That's their problem. They fumbled the bag. They had the chance to treat you right when they had you and not put you in competition with others. And since they wanted to do that, that's their bad. All right. Twin flames. Let's read on twin flames with the tarot cards. Let's see if that's this past situation was a twin flame or if you're moving into... Okay. Cool. If you're going to be moving into twin flames with someone else. James, I love that you prove that because spirit speaks to whatever gender your soul is. So, like, for me, I am feminine, but I present in a masculine, like, I have a masculine soul. So, energy recognize, and it's like when energies are sent to you, they don't see you as, like, you can physically be a girl, but your, whatever energy approaches you will address you as whatever your soul is, so. Okay, so... Four of Pentacles. You've been holding on to every pentacle for freaking dear life. I get it. It's scary. We don't know which way we're going, which way we're coming. So let's see any more on this Four of Pentacles in regards to twin flames. The Magician. All right. This is, you have everything within you to bring your happiness in. Part of, and this is actually with anything with love, we have to know how to love ourselves first, and we have to be healed first before we can ask anyone else to join us on this journey. And, you know, a lot of times we just rush forward into love, and that's about the worst thing. And I'll speak on why this. Because, like, for me, I didn't know how to properly love myself, and I always wanted my partner to know how to love me. Well, if I don't know how to love me, how can my partner love me? And this kind of came up because I'm a Libra. I'm very indecisive about what I want to eat. So part of my journey, this is so silly, but part of my journey is figuring out where the fuck I want to eat, what makes me happy, and that way when my partner comes in, I'm going to know exactly where I want him. I cannot read that name, my love. Sorry, hold on. That way. To whoever just came in, I can't read your name. I'm so sorry, my love. Yes. I've been fucking going through it. So, anyway, when my new person comes in, the love of my life, who seems to be riding on a fucking turtle, I've been waiting for him to save me. First off, though, I had to save myself. Second off, I had to figure out where I wanted to eat, so when that bitch gets here, I can be like, no, I know exactly where I want to go to eat. I know exactly what I want. You're going to drive me, and if you don't like it, that's your problem. They are rad. Okay, so I actually have... I was born and raised in the city, and when I moved into my new house, I have all kinds of wildlife out here, and I have what's called a painted turtle on my property. I had a few turtles pop up this summer, and I was like, that is so cool. So I actually have some really cool fucking turtles on my property that show up. So I love turtles. I don't love when the man that I'm supposed to be with is riding on a turtle because we've got a big mission. We've got a lot to do. I need him to show up. I have some needs. I need them filled. This is also, though, scary enough why I opened up my DMs for dating again, which is terrifying. And the last guy really messed me up in so many ways. And I was terrified to start trying to date again. And I don't know. I'm like, okay, so Queen of Cups, sitting in her abundant emotions. And Four of Swords. This is feeling betrayed, feeling... Well, of course they're faster in water. So am I. I'm a siren. Four of Swords, we felt betrayed. We feel like we have to sleep with our sword in our back. So this could be a twin flame, but you need to balance your emotions. You need to figure out what you need, want, and desire. Get your stuff together so that way when they show up, like, you can find happiness together. Queen of Swords on the bottom. Queen of Swords being decisive and knowing what you want. So Queen of Swords being Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. I'm going to take like a 3-minute break. I'll be right back. Give me a minute or 3. Yeah. Hopefully you don't all see anything weird happen because, you know, I live on haunted land, so sometimes you'll experience all kinds of crazy things that happen behind the scenes on the camera. BRB. Oh. You know, I throw my hat in. As soon as I do that, I take it back really fast. So it's, I don't know. People want to date me, but I don't stay in the pool very long. Give me a minute, guys. I'll be back. Okay. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. No? Nobody likes my Slim Shady singing? Just kidding. I don't really care. Alright. Actually, was looking at my dating profile again, and one of my things is that I said that I wanted to be a rich vampire's wife, haunted librarian, or cottage, like a cottage fairy witch, and I've already got haunted librarian. That's why I try to keep like the vibes kind of chill. And then I was kind of married to a vampire for a long time, at least an energy vampire. And what else was the? Oh, and terrifying forest witch. I am it. So okay. as far as which part of what I know now. Hold on 1 second. I love that. Okay, one crazy mother. I love it. I couldn't read your name earlier. You'll stay in the live? You'll stay in the dating ring? You'll stay where? And I don't know. As far as the rich vampire's wife, I've always had a thing for like Bram Stoker's Dracula and Interview with a Vampire and everything like that. I've always had a thing for vampires. I think one of my favorite lines from Dracula, where he's speaking about how I've crossed oceans of lifetimes to find you, and that's really what twin flame love. Hey, Badger, you know better than that. Twin flame love, or like that eternal love, it's literally like you go through lifetimes to find each other. So, yeah. Well, Uncle Jimmy, how long ago was a high school for you? Oh, okay. I'm a biter, so. And don't ever dare me to bite people. Okay. Oh. Okay. I was like, I had a child born in 2002, but I graduated in 2001. So age range not that far off. I had a little slew where I was like a cougar, which is such a weird role to play. Yeah, no, okay. Like I say, I had a moment with a younger person. I was like, yeah, I don't love this because you're like, he was only 4 years older than my son, and I was like, this feels weird. So, hi, Solus, how are you? I'm Lara Jo, SirenSong lover. This is our haunted librarian time. Right now, I'm playing on the sacral chakra bowl. Yeah, so that's the sacral bowl. We'll do the root bowl here for just a moment. And then we'll go on over to, well, yeah, no, you're in my age range. We're, sadly enough, we're getting a little up there in our age. We're getting a little, oh my gosh. You're definitely older than my son. I appreciate that. Although, so this guy that I dated, he was 16 years younger than me. And I wore him out. Like, I have energy forever, and I wore him out. I'm like, dude, you are 26. Like, if I'm putting you to sleep, like, we have a problem here. So, I don't know. If I date someone in my age range, I guess they have to have stamina. Yeah, I mean, I have younger children, so I know the cool kid lingo, but I'm kind of, like, my adult son used to call me a boomer. I was like, I am not a boomer. Now I'm an elder millennial. And that's okay. I don't care. I have an old soul. This star, we are the stars of our own life. We are building what we want. That is heavy Aquarius energy. Yes. Oh my gosh, my parents are boomers. My parents were old. Yeah. All right, let's see what else. Two of Wands, we're balancing. We're balancing our passions. We're balancing the earth realm. We're balancing the ethereal realm. We're balancing those passions, bringing it all into fruition. Get what we want, need, and desire. Yeah. No. The older generation doesn't get it. And I hate to say it in some ways. I don't know if the younger generation always gets it either. Like, when the younger generation, I just mean stamina, like, to be able to go. Like, I can get up really early and go till all hours of the night, just in life in general. In other ways, it's been a while for me as well. And that's okay. Here's what I've started saying is I would rather take abstinence over abuse. So when people are like, oh, celibacy is so hard, I was like, it's better than getting a sexually transmitted demon. I know that sounds dramatic, but when you sleep with people, you don't know what they have. So I'm like, I would rather take celibacy over abuse, or abstinence over abuse. So until I find the right partner to play with, you know. Yeah, that is true. That is why we have toys. And yeah, so 3 of Swords, heartbreak, betrayals, done. No more. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Yes, that is why we have toys. And, you know, for all that out there, it's like, you know, the cure, when people say women are being hysterical, you know that the cure for hysteria was an orgasm. Like, we're not hysterical, we just need more stimulation. Yeah. I love to sleep in as much as I can, and my sleep schedule has been super off, so... The Chariot, we are rushing forward. This is Cancerian energy. We're rushing forward to what we want. Think of Cancer energy or the Chariot. That's like our personal vehicle to get what we want. All right, let's see what else we want from here. All right. All right. All right. Okay, so I get the air sign thing. And honestly, I always get along really well with Geminis. My first ever boyfriend was a Gemini, and we were together for 3 years. Of course, we were really young, but I like Geminis. Well, it looks like you entered the chat with King of Swords, so that's your Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. There you are, sir. Let's see what else we need to know about this situation. Are you a May Gemini or a June Gemini? Do you pass the vibe check? Okay, so surprisingly, I trust June Geminis more than I do May Geminis, and I don't know why. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, so you're like me, you're on the very cusp, because I'm like the very last day of my month too, so I get it. We're actually we're kind of a different breed, and if you actually do want to speak about that, we can speak about that, and I will drop my Discord down. Yeah, I'm very cuspy too, and I actually love it, so... I will drop my Discord. The only thing is if I'm in the middle of doing a reading, I don't check my Discord. So if I'm in the middle of a reading and you want to whisper to me, that's probably a lot easier. But if you can't tell, my elder brain gets very distracted. So if I have all these notifications, I'm like, Empress, we are sitting in our bold, beautiful, fertile energy. Okay. Or you're bringing in an Empress if you're... Cusps are a thing. Also, because here's what I also tell people. Those of us that are kind of May Geminis, you guys are kind of like a soft Taurus, or you're kind of like a beautiful blend between a Taurus and a Gemini. So you're an exception, just like for me, I'm a cusper as well, so I'm kind of like a Virgo Libra mix. So yes, well, I know you're straight balls on Aquarius Capricorn mix there, James. which, I love that I said balls on. Yeah, no, cuspers, we're a different breed. Like, and because when people talk about Libra, and I'm like, no, there's a difference between a September Libra and a October Libra. Because October Libras, those are the bitches that give Libras like their bad rep. Whereas September Libras, we're kind of, I mean, we give bad reps too, but not like that. Okay, Tower. Everything must go. Everything that was holding you back from your highest life, your biggest timelines must go. Cool. So when I get off, I will accept your request. 5 of Wands. This is changing directions on our passions. We have to change because we can't keep going the same way. Yes. All right. You're not the only one that I've run into from Texas today. Maybe the help that's coming for me is coming from the West Coast, which would be spectacular. I need all the help from the West I can get. I was originally born and raised in the West, so being on the East Coast totally messes with my head. And where I was raised, we didn't have daylight savings time, so when I moved to the East Coast, I was like, what is this daylight savings time bullshit? I don't like it. Like, what do you mean the clock changes? No. 8 of Cups, we've done the emotional hard work. We've walked the hard path. It's time to put down anything emotionally that is not fulfilling your... So, okay, so where did you move from? One crazy mama. Where did you move from? Where did you go? I feel like Cotton Eye Joe. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Yes, okay, so okay. I actually was talking to someone, I said about how I opened my DMs to dating, and a lot of people where we moved to... So where did you move to on the East Coast? I guess I should ask you. People I'm talking to, and I was like, I don't love AZ. I'm happy to be gone from there, but it definitely has been transformative moving here. And also, though, if you know anything about astrocartography, yeah. Okay, so I am okay, never mind. Okay, we can talk about that, my love. And if you want to Discord me, or we can always catch up on the book. Sorry, I was like, wait. One of my children was conceived in Virginia, which I know is too much, but one of my children was conceived in Virginia because I was there visiting my ex when he was doing training. But when they say Virginia is for lovers, they're full of fucking shit. Virginia is not my faves. I don't know. I do love Georgia. Like, I love the weather here. Dating has been such a weird fucking shit show. So, it's been, and okay, so where I was going with that, 3 of Wands, we have to balance our home, we have to balance our passions. 3 of Wands. If you know anything about astrocartography, and my love, if you want, I can send you the site for astrocartography if you want to put a little wave in either of the places that I can catch you at. Astrocartography will tell you, and I don't know too much about it, but I do know that if you follow the graph, like you put in your birth date details, like time, place, date, and all that, and it will show you like a map of the whole entire world, and it has like, if you follow the lines, that's like where you're meant to be, or certain paths in your life where you find certain things. So like for me, I was born and raised on the West Coast, and then long after we moved to Georgia, and it's actually on my astrocartography line that this is like where my sun is. So my sun line, like my happiness, my love, my everything is actually here in Georgia. So while it's been super hard here, this is also where I started my own transformation, my own birth, and all of that. So yeah. Remind me, and I'll send you the site for the astrocartography, or if you guys want, I can get that. I can drop that in the chat, actually, if you want. Jasmine the flower. Jasmine the name. Jasmine the princess. I don't think I have Jasmine the princess. I know you probably can't see. Oh, no, but I do have the genie's lamp. So my whole left arm is a Disney sleeve. So I have Mulan over there. That's when I heard Jasmine, I think like Princess Jasmine. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. It is all turning in our favor. Okay? So I know it's really hard. I know it's been really hard. The wheel is turning. If we've been doing the work, if we've been working, like we've been doing our stuff that we need to, it's all turning in our favor. Okay? So, all right. Let's see what else we... Okay, 8 of Cups. Love the confirmation. Death with Scorpio. We just came out of Scorpio season. So death is letting go anything that is not for us. And we think rebirth energy. So 8 of Cups, we've planted those seeds. We've planted our emotions. It's time to walk away. Do not think of death as being scary. That's like ego death. Like we have to let a certain part of us go. It's part of the cycles. Like the earth goes through secular patterns, and so do we. So we have to know when it's time to let it go and move on. A one tragic ending is another beautiful beginning. So, to be super cliche. Okay, Magician, we are using everything in our power to get what we want. 10 of Wands, putting down the burdens. Remember, those are not my chains to wear. Those are not my burdens to bear. Okay? Put it down. And I like to tell this too. I almost picked up my singing bowl like I was going to drink something out of it. Okay, Lara. I don't know where I was going to go with that. Yeah, oh, okay, that's where I was going to go. Sorry. My stinking ADHD brain. When people are overwhelmed, it's like, I have all this stuff to think about. Okay, so what I want you to do, if your mind is racing and you have a million things to think about, put those burdens, imagine, there's no water in there. There's nothing in there. Put your burdens down even for 30 seconds. Like imagine anything that's weighing on your shoulders, if you can just 30 seconds, imagine that they're boulders and you're putting them on the floor just so you can breathe. Even if you're overwhelmed, even if you're scared, take those boulders off of your back, even for 30 seconds, and just, and then I guarantee you once you relieve that weight, you won't want to pick up all of those burdens again. You'll pick up what's absolutely necessary, but you won't pick them all up again. So keep that in mind. It's like if you can't do anything about it right now, let it go. If there's nothing that can be done about it, let it go. Yes, James and I have been working hard on the back end to clear out some big shit. What he's talking about there, I cleared out yesterday. Something that has been attached to me for over 300 years. He and I had a conference about it, and then I went and I dug deeper. And I started pulling roots up off of me that have been on me for over 300 years. So, that is... And that is the thing. I do my spiritual homework. I also give spiritual homework. It's imperative. People say, oh, that's too hard. Well, do you want to keep living with that forever, or do you want to let it go? I had a friend where she's like, oh, it's too hard. I don't want to do it. And I'm like, you can say that, except for if you don't learn the lesson in this lifetime, you're coming back. If you don't learn the lesson in this lifetime, someone else has to pay for you. So do you want to come back and do another earth round rotation, or do you want to move on to the next level? So choose your hard, my loves. It may be hard today, but it makes it easier tomorrow. So legal matters, divorce, property, criminal, paternity, child support, traffic ticket. Let's see what clarifications are on that. Drinking and toxic lifestyle. So we need to let it go. Feelings, you need to feel it to heal it. Don't run away from it. I had that conversation this weekend. And then spiritual chaos, ego death, downward spiral, spiritual awakening, and fake busy. So I had that conversation this weekend. You cannot outrun your own shadow. You cannot outrun your own bad deeds, because you will always be with you. So if you cannot... James has child support. Oh. No. Well, maybe child support of a spiritual baby, because that's what I'm birthing right now, is spiritual babies. That's the only babies I'm birthing. It's the only child, well, and actually, you know. Or on Uncle Jimmy's basement, are you child support? Are you James? Is that what that is? I actually, so... I don't... someone is fucked up over you. They left you hanging. This is a karmic lesson. And secluded, separation, reflecting, soul searching. Rejection is for protection. Even though we feel like, oh my gosh, I'm all alone. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Children are something else. That was, like I say, I was having a thing where I was like, you can't, like, someone wants to run away from the pain. Someone close to me wants to run away from the pain. And that's another thing, is that they talk about me, but they can't actually confront me. So they don't have a problem with me. They have a problem with taking accountability for how they treated me. So, okay, I get it. 13 is a rough age. I got that. We can always talk about that on Discord. I have a 13 as well. I'm like, you can't outrun your bad habits. And if you don't stop to address it now, it's going to blow up in your face a lot later. So you can either be brave enough and deal with your shadow now, or if you keep running, because, you know, they keep blaming everyone else and saying like, oh, it's your problem, you're the problem, that and the other thing. I go, but if I'm the problem and you have that problem with everyone else, that's not me being the problem, that's you treating people shitty. And you're always going to be running if you can't figure out how to sit and fix your stuff. So, fake busy and too late. All right. I get that. That's the other part with dating. I'm like, when I'm talking to people and I'm like, yeah, I can't ever have any more kids, nor do I ever want any more kids, nor, like, if that's in your wheelhouse, then that's not for me. So. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. That's fine. I don't know. Ah! I just lost my shit. I love that. Alright. I don't know. Okay, so red is always super hard for me to read on my screens. That's why when it's like a red name, I'm like, I can't read it. Okay. Living in the moment. Live in the moment right now. Whoever you've been dealing with has been ghosting you off and on, hot and cold, detached. We are worth more than breadcrumbing energy and the silent treatment and running. And they're not running from you, they're running from their own shadow. or you may be running. And that's the other part. If you're running from it, like, it's never going to get away. Like, you're always going to be looking over your shoulder. So, let's see. You are not, but, like, James is red, and then one crazy mother. At one point, I think hers was red, and, yeah. Sex addiction. You've been dealing with a jackass that has a sex addiction. That's a no thanks, man. What is going on? Yeah. Well, and actually how they show up on mine shows up weird too, because sometimes they show up in one way and another. I don't know. Self-love. It is time to give ourselves love. Pour into our own cup. All right. I'm going to pull up out of here. Let me see where the box is. We'll do... Jenga. My whole life is Jenga. Oh my gosh. You are, so now yours shows up as light green. And because my eyes are old and tired, yeah, that's a love thing. I love that for us. All right. Let us, I'm going to pull. We're going to pull from here. We're going to pull from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And I'm going to talk about one other thing right now while I'm kind of shuffling through. So when people try to destiny swap with you, here is the irony, right? Because that's going on right now. People are trying to energy harvest and they're trying to destiny swap. One thing is, when you're trying to destiny swap with someone, you're going to find out everything that they had to go through to have their destiny. And you may not want that. So don't ever wish that you had someone else's life, because then you'll figure out exactly what they went through to get that. I had that example come up with everybody wanted to be with my ex-husband, right? But it was like, you don't realize the seat that I had to sit in and all the hell I had to go through to be in that position. So before you go trying to be me, because people were trying to be me, and I was like, bro, you didn't inherit my blessing, you inherited my headache. Like, you wanted to be me so bad, not realizing that I had a really hard job. White Raven Spirit. This is number 66. So 66 breaks out to 12 or 3. So 3, I like to think of the Trinity. And so White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic, trust in the past, present, and the future, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, or the Mother, the Maiden, and the Crown. Trust in that magic that you will bring in exactly what you need, want, and desire. Make sure you're using discernment. Butterfly Spirit, transformation is beautiful. So this is 11, which is a master number, or we can break it down to 2. So we're building the foundation. That's a master manifestor. We're building the life that we want. Yeah, it's knowing the wisdom of being fresh-eyed and knowing the wisdom of having the experience of being that part. And then the crown is like, oh, that's ancient wisdom. So tying it all together, Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true. So this and that are true. Duality, like, just because one person sees the coin one way doesn't mean that on the backside the coin isn't, like, okay, so say this is the coin, right? And I see this side and this is how I describe it and that's my reality. And you see this side and that's how you see it and you describe it and that's your reality. In the line, in the middle, is the reality for both. So we have to be able to say, well, this is how I see it and this is how you see it. All in all, it's a coin. And we know it's a coin, but we have to understand that we each have our own varying perspective and both are valid and we need to take both into consideration. to know that it's true, to build the bigger picture to it all. All right. Okay. All right. As I've got the singing bowls are singing tonight. I don't normally have all the bowls out. I actually have more, but I don't normally have them all out. So it's weird that I'm hitting all of them tonight. Flamingo. Number 26, which breaks out to 8, which is karma. Embrace the in-between. Okay, I love that everything was like duality and embracing the in-between and kind of more acceptance, like understanding that acceptance is the key to everything. It's realizing that person sitting across from you, they're not your foe. You need to work with them. It's just you guys have to be able to come to a point of agreement where you both realize that we both have needs, we both have wants, and in order for this to succeed, we both need to have our viewpoints listened to. All right. Number 30, grasshopper spirit. So 3, take a leap of faith. So again, tapping into that Trinity. Take a leap of faith. Think back to something that you wanted it to work out one particular way. And you didn't know how it was going to work out, and you just took that jump, and it worked out better than you ever could have imagined or even catastrophized. That is the other challenge to it as well, is that we think like, oh, the worst is going to happen, and it always works out better than we realize that it's going to. Like, we always think like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so horrible, and then everything's said and done, and you're like, okay, that actually worked out way better than I thought it was going to. So, take the leap, trust that it will all work out in your highest good. And you can start telling yourself, everything is always working out in my highest favor. Everything is always working out my highest good. It's retraining your brain from the old pattern that you used to know and saying, you know what, I don't know what's out there, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, canary spirit. Ooh, love it. 12, which breaks out to 3. Sing your own song. You can't be anyone other than you. So sing your own song and let your fans find you. Like, be brave enough. I had this dog who, he was a neurotic nut, and I love him, but our animals resemble us, right? So he was neurotic, and I taught him how to howl, which my family freaking hated. My sister-in-law, and that's a whole story for another day. Anyway, I taught him how to howl. And then he found his own pack of animals that loved him because he was willing to howl. So be your own authentic self and let people love you for who you are. Okay? Seahorse spirit, which is 53, or 8 being karma. And it's watch and wait. Before you step out too fast, watch and wait, observe. So one of the lessons I love to tell people is that, like, sometimes, like, if you have an insurmountable mountain ahead of you, take 30 seconds to pause to evaluate before you move your toes. Like, you want to assess the situation before you move. Just like if you were in a fighting situation, if you can take a few minutes to assess the lay of the land before you throw a punch, you're going to have a better idea of where you need to place that punch. All right, let's see what else I got. Oh. Spider spirit, make your dreams come true. This is 56, which is 11 or 2. Make your dreams come true. Only you can do it. Weave the web of your life. Weave the web of your most beautiful life that you can possibly find. Higher purpose, purposeful tortoise. I love that because we were talking about turtles earlier. Turtle. That's We were talking about turtles earlier. So I love that you joined the chat. Purposeful tortoise. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter. Number 28, 10 or 1. So we are closing out the chapters. No, it was beautiful because I was talking about how I moved out to the country and I found turtles on my property. So I love it because I have tons of wildlife out here. We'll talk about that in a moment. I was complaining, though, how the love of my life must be moving on a turtle and he needs to hurry the fuck up because I'm tired of waiting. Like, my friend. Yes, the spiders and oh, I actually love that. I fucking love that. You know what, Hannah? Correct. The spiders and the frogs. Yes. I love that. If you didn't think that we had a connection, if that doesn't tell you, I don't know what does, my love. Okay, so frogs, I'm going to talk about this story. So, when we moved out here, I wasn't used to wildlife. I had a huge golden weaver spider, first off, that I protected against so many freaking contractors trying to hurt it. I kept Charlotte safe, and she was gigantic. So for me, like, spiders are weavers, so you do have to watch with weavers, like, are they trying to catch you up? But for me, because living in the country, I'm like, I love spiders because I know that they're protecting. They are protection. They're great protection. So I fought really hard, and they keep away, like, pests and stuff like that. So spiders for me, like, I protected Charlotte immensely. And every contractor that came out here was a dick, first off. Second off, they tried to destroy that spider every time they came out here. And I was like, I live here. Charlotte lives here. You do not. You are a guest in my home. And if you hurt my spider, I'm going to kick your ass. So that's my spider story. My frog story, I was getting ready to take my children over to their father's house, and my kid was walking in front of me, and a spider jumped up and it scared her. She squeaked, and that frog landed, like, it like kissed my ankle, and I lost my balance because I got scared because she squeaked, and then I fell against the landing. But then I was like, I wonder if that's one of my ex-boyfriends coming as a suitor to tell me that he wants to be released. So I look at spiders and frogs and all kinds of animal creatures as how is the spiritual significance, and how is it also, like, giving me humor. I think The Princess and the Frog, which was a theory that came out this weekend. We were talking about Tiana this weekend. So yeah, you hang around long enough, you're going to see the vibe. The vibe of the tribe is here, man. And I have a really cool tribe. We have some really cool people in the tribe. So definitely, if you can join, please do. I have all kinds of animal stories. And also, so one guy that was trying to date me last year, he came out here and he's like, what do you do to get all the blue dragonflies? And I was like, I live on the property. I provide them a space. Although I do have tons of dragonflies out here. I have tons of butterflies out here. I have all kinds of things. I have snakes. Oh my gosh. I hadn't, yeah, I do too. I let them chill too. Unless, like, if they're really in my space and they're pissing me off, then, you know, depending on what it is, they get removed or handled. Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. This is number 24 or 6. So 6 is carbon. It's man. It's the devil, which isn't the devil. It's just, that's man. That's our choices. That's how we show up in this world. It's what we present as. And those that are carbonly dense are karmically dense. So as we release our karma, we start to release the chains around our body. Our brain is the cage that keeps our body trapped. Yeah, I don't fuck with mosquitoes. Okay, so when I first moved into this house, I had a huge king snake that protected my house. And then the dude that was asking me about the blue dragonfly is like how I got them to my property. And I was like, I provide a space for you to sit here and look at them. I think he hurt my king snake, and I hadn't seen snakes in almost a year. Well, I had an incident in 1 week where my niece showed up twice. Now, mind you, my niece is my energetic doppelganger. She tries to fucking copy, like mimic my energy. So my niece is my energetic doppelganger. I hadn't seen my snakes in over a year. And she showed up twice in 1 week. Like, first to text me and then first to show up on my property. And both days I saw a snake. It was like, if that doesn't... I mean, I love snakes. I love protective snakes. But it was like, if that doesn't tell me that my niece is fucking around where she shouldn't be... Because the first snake scared the hell out of me because I almost stepped on it. I don't like snakes where I can step on them. And the problem with that snake that I almost stepped on was that I didn't see it until it was inside the shed, and then I turned around and it was on the ground in front of me, and I had to do the quick little mental sidestep of, is that poisonous or is that a friendly guy? And I almost shit myself. So I had to, like, calm the fuck down. Not having seen a snake in almost a year, though, and then seen 2 in 1 week, and it was both the days that my niece showed up. I was like, yeah, no, you guys aren't fooling me. Second off, because my niece is an energetic doppelganger for me, they're trying to do all kinds of crazy shit, and that's something we can talk about maybe someday. But I was like, why would you send someone to me that's trying to cloak themselves in my energy? Like, that's the dumbest shit ever, because I can smell her stench of her trying to be me, like wear my skin, be me. So I'm like, sending her to my property and like thinking that I can't pick up on her is about the dumbest shit you could do. Anywho, they're getting desperate though if they're sending my doppelganger that close to my property. They must have real problems. Grasshopper Spirit, Take a Leap of Faith. I love that it came out again. And then Owl Spirit, number 43. So this is 7 in choices. You see clearly now. You see clearly now. You see through all the masks. You see through all the illusions. So I love that. Yeah, no, they, there's so much more to that story of desperation on their parts. I saw, yeah, no, there's so much to add to this story. The story is going to be huge, and it's going to be amazing when it comes out. And, yeah, it's big. But they are desperate. And the thing that they're looking for... Because she was, first off, I don't fuck with my niece like that. And the problem is that I raised that girl since she was 2.5 years old. And the things that my family has done to me, I completely walked away from my family. So she was trying to, like, buddy up to me and come onto my property and, like, get inside my house. Because they're looking for something. They're looking for something. And the only way they can get access is if I voluntarily let her in. And because I don't fuck with her like that, I don't let her anywhere near my property. I don't let anyone truly near my property. So, and I limit the access to my property. So the other part of that is anything that's acquired, because they like to acquire a lot of shit on me. Anything that's acquired is against my free will, because I don't let people near my property. So even if they were to acquire something from my house, they can't use it because they didn't get it willingly from me. So they are desperate. I figured out what they were looking for. They are vampires. They are vampires, and that's a whole other story we could talk about. A lot of really big shit came out this weekend. A lot of really big shit came out yesterday. So they are energy harvesting off of me. They are vampires. They do take my creative intellectual property and then trying to pass it off as their own. They suppress me. So they suppress the fuck out of me and then turn around and use my work for their own. And where that becomes problematic is because they have no idea how to do the work that I do. All they can do is just regurgitate it. So they don't have the receipts. They do not have the energetic signature for the receipts. So, let's add to the fact that they've tried to kill me. They've tried to get me to kill myself. They have actually collected a life insurance policy off of me. That's just like the tip of the fucking iceberg, but it gets just even deeper than that. Like when people look at me and I'm like, you have no idea what I've been through. And I don't love sharing all that, but when people are like, oh, family, I'm like, no, my family has done the worst of the fucking worst. It's disgusting. Disgusting. They have literally tried to kill me. And they've collected money off of me. That's the other part. Like they've tried to get me they've tried to seclude me and isolate me so that I don't appear live and or that I do take myself out of here. So yeah, you want to talk about all kinds of spiritual shit? Been through it, done it. Have the scars to prove it, have the tattoos to prove where I've been. Crow spirit, co-create with spirit. So this is 17 and 8. We are co-creating with the universe to create the best life for us possible. So I love crows. Crows are one of my girls. They're my jams. So we are taking that wisdom and co-creating with the universe. Cat spirit, which is 13 and 4, create your independence. We are creating our foundation. We're creating our happiness. Yeah. That's I think that's also why it's super important for me having to do all of the healing, because the next person that loves me, like, it's going to be forever. And if it isn't forever, then no, it's going to be forever. Like, whoever comes in next, it's forever. I'm not taking that casually, because the people that loved me the most, who were supposed to protect and provide for me, tried to destroy me. So, yeah. Sandpiper spirit. Be playful. Enjoy life. Be playful. Find love again. Even if it's just playing in the sand. Even if it's taking breath for a moment. Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to get one more card, and then I'm going to hop out pretty soon. I think I've got I don't even know what time it is. Another 2 minutes in me, and then I have to catch up with James, because we've got a lot. He and I have a lot to talk about. That gentleman is not from the United States, so his hours are way different than ours, which I love and adore, but it's hard to communicate, because sometimes we'll try to connect, and, like, when he's awake, I'm, asleep, so. Let's see. What other? Okay, that was too many. I'll just take the one off of there. Eagle spirit 23, which is 5. Spirit has your back. It's all changing. Spirit has your back. I love eagles. Also, we look at things with eagle eye precision. That's meaning that, yes, we're not close. We're away. Like, we're high above and we're at safety, but we're able to see exactly what we need to see because we don't have all those distractions. So sometimes it's giving it up to the divine source and saying, you know what, they have my back. They can see the things that I cannot see. They are in the rooms that I am not in. To add to that, kind of that same vein, is that while we may be heartbroken because there's people that we love, our spiritual team or God, our demons even, because I speak often on how we, like, I'm respected by both angels and demons. Like, my name creates quite a stir in all of the spiritual realms. My demons, my guardian demons, were in rooms that I couldn't be in. And then they actually bring that info back to me. Like, that's the thing, when you're listening to God, source, universe, even though you're not in that room, they will give you the information. Like, I have a clear audience, so I can't even tell you how many people they'll be cussing a storm up at me. And yeah, I'm not anywhere close to them, but I've heard what they've said. Or in my soul, I can feel what's been said about me. So when people come to me and I look at them sideways, that's because, like, yeah, I got the information from source. Like, source said to me, like, hey, that person don't like you. they don't fuck with you like that. And even though they say to my face, like, oh, I love you, no, I was given that information. Like, I was provided those whispers that they didn't want me to hear or know ever. So trust that Spirit has your back. Trust that you are loved. I'm going to hop out, guys. I hope you have a beautiful night. I can't get to the strike. Well, there's the striker right there. I will leave you out with the sacral bowl. Please drink lots of water tonight. Breathe, rest, meditate, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!